Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It's the Frontier Survival Channel coming back to you with Mountain Grit Live, the podcast that never quits. I tell you what, we got nine in the house. We got folks chiming in on the chat way early before we even started, which is great. We appreciate each and every one that's here tonight. We got a guest with us tonight. We will be all talking about that here in just a little bit. But first, we're going to kind of give a shout out to everybody that's with us so far. And that's Outdoor Ordnance, who's with us tonight. Wolves Den Outdoors, Button Hook, good to see you there. Stetler Survival, Rob on the Road, Tony Ritchie, good to see you. Harshman Hills, Andrew Plays Outside is with us. And Tan Dog, who thought they were going to be late, but they're here with us. Good to see you there, brother. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. Yeah, and I tell you what, we got a great show. We've talked about this all week on social media. First off, let me know in the chat real quick. Is our audio and video good? Are we good there? DWG 426, hello to you. Appreciate you being here. But do we sound good? Please let us know real quick, and we'll get the show started. And first things first, we got a little banner we want to run across here. Get that going. RG Fabrik, RG Fabrik, Sewn tough. It's a great thing to be able to bring folks like RG Fabrik to the show, because we can kind of show off things that they create, which we all know that most of us know that it's great quality outdoor gear, like skillet bags and knife pouches and tool rolls and things like that. We'll show some pictures here in just a little bit. Yeah, we appreciate each and every one that's been here. Let's see and make sure that we haven't missed anybody so far. Sounds great. All right. Good deal. Now, without no further ado, let's see what's going on here. We got notes we got prepared over here to the side, so we want to kind of follow them, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. Okay, bear with me just a second. There we go. But we want to welcome you back to the show, of course, right here on Mountain Grit. We like to talk a lot about what it means to just grow up in the Appalachian Mountains. But that's all good. Today we're giving a shout out, like I said, big warm welcome to a small business I'm proud to feature, RG Fabrik. If you're part of the bushcraft or camping community, you know the value of rugged materials. Cotton, Condura, that's old school stuff. Still holds better than anything made nowadays. Well, RG Fabrik specializes in just that. This fella makes everything from skillet bags to Millbank water filtration bags, knife pouches, tool rolls, just to name a few. So we're going to go ahead and bring him on right now. Let's go ahead without further ado, Mr. Gummy, Mr. Richard Gamir, the man behind RG Fabrik. And hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. Hopefully,
Greetings to everybody out there.
everything is good with you.
Oh, just fine, just fine.
That's
Got a
good.
bite to eat, and some coffee, so yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Yeah, I had supper just a little while ago too. Had stuffed cabbage rolls. You ever tried those?
Oh, oh, that sounds good. Haven't had any in a while, but
Yeah,
yeah, that sounds good.
yeah, pretty good stuff. Now, you know what? I haven't got a chance too much myself to get my hands on any of your gear, but I know we have talked here a little bit in the past about maybe making something up for me. But you know, I kind of like the look of that knife pouch that you make for the Ranger grip. You know, that looks real good.
Well, thank you. That's seems to be my hot item this week.
Oh, is that right? Of course,
Yeah,
like I said,
I'm
we got some
currently.
pictures. We want to bring that up real
Um,
quick, but everybody in the chat can check this out. There's a picture of that. Pretty cool deal there. Are you still with me, Richard? Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah. Yep. Still here.
Okay, let's see. We're going to bring up the logo there. We forgot to do that earlier. Oh, let's see here. I'm just making sure that we're on the right page. But yeah, I've been really excited for this episode. You know, we've been doing these for a while, and then in the past we've had guests on, things like that, and it really, you know, I think it helps. It's a win-win for both. You know, it gives me the opportunity to hone my skills in an interview situation and talk to folks about different things. And you know, as far as your product, things like that, people can see it more, get more eyes on that.
Well, I do want to thank you for having me on and showing off my goods. I really do appreciate it.
Now, walk us through a little bit, if you want to, about your materials. You know, I know you don't use too much, you know, any flimsy stuff. It's pretty strong stuff like wax canvas and such.
Yeah, I use at this time. I have two different grades of wax canvas. I have a 12 ounce, which is really stiff
Okay.
unless you work it some, and then it becomes more pliable. And then I also use a 10 ounce, which is it's a little bit closer to oilcloth as far as not being really stiff. Now
Right.
with the addition of some of the webbing that I add to it, you know, that will stiffen it up some, reinforce it some. The Millbank bags I make out of either cotton
Mhm.
duck, linen, and I have made a couple out of parachute nylon, but it seems like predominantly people either want the cotton duck or the linen. Um,
Okay. Well, I can see that.
I do use a little bit of twill. I've gotten some twill. Haven't really done too much with it, but it's a heavier cotton, not quite as heavy as duck, but it's a bit
Hmm.
stronger than just your standard knit.
Right. And folks listening out there, we're going to show you a picture there of one of the Millbank bags. We got that brought up there just to kind of give folks an idea. And you know, there's things out there like this right here, a big skillet bag, which is awesome. I guess you make those for different sizes as well. I guess for different size skillets or whatnot.
Right. If I remember correctly, that's for a 6-inch carbon steel skillet.
Hmm.
I have a couple of the old cowboy skillets, the cold handle skillets that are a bit
Okay.
bigger. I've made some bags personally for myself out of those. But generally, something like that, it is as long as I know what size skillet you have, I can size the bag depending on what size skillet you have.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's just a
And
matter of just adding a couple inches here or there, and you know, I mean, sewing a straight seam. So you know, it doesn't matter if it's 6 inches, 8 inches, or 10 inches, or even larger. Just cut out the fabric to the correct size, sew it, boom, we're done. So
all right, that sounds great. I'm going to catch up with the chat here real quick, but I just seen a comment here. We were talking about the cabbage rolls earlier, and Tan Dog 2018. He said I just made him hungry again talking about the cabbage rolls, even though he ate already. But I mean, it's I know Mr. Nick Keene. I know he has Nick's Quick Reviews YouTube channel. I know he was there at the last Hoosier Bushcraft event that you all had, and I seen a video where he was kind of showing off some of your stuff, and the sit pads that you made, where you the one like where the guy was wanting it to turn into like a tray as well, where you could button it and snap it. That was a pretty cool idea too. I like that.
right, yeah, that was pretty much just my standard sit pad, and then I just added
Right.
the sides to it and the snaps. That's there again. That's a relatively easy thing to do. In fact, that video generated interest in another one. Andrew, I want to say thank you, and like I told you earlier in the chat, I'll get started on yours Monday. I'm trying to wade through some orders this week right now, so I will get to it, and appreciate your patience.
Yeah. I mean, well, I mean, at the moment, you being a one-man operation, and I mean, I'm sure you try to do it as fast and as you can possibly to get the product to the folks. But I mean, in the other hand, I mean, yeah, it's great when someone can have a little patience. Um, how did you get? I mean, as far as we haven't asked this yet, but as far as getting started with this, is this something you were just repairing your own gear at one time, and you thought, well, maybe I can make some stuff, or
Basically, the way I got started in it was I'd seen some videos where people had made their own gear.
right?
Um, Thought about it, watched the videos. It's kind of like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. I wonder if I could do that. And
Mm-hmm.
thought about it. Finally took the plunge, bought myself a Singer heavy duty sewing machine. Then it sat in the box for about a year and a half before I got the courage to open it up and play around with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I took
Sometimes
it out one day, and I'm looking at it, and it's kind of like, all right, well, I need some help. I need some experience. So my girlfriend jumped in. She showed me how to thread it, how to do the bobbin, and all that. And she got me a book that
good
explained a
deal.
lot of the sewing terms and just the background. And one day I just thought, okay, I'm never going to learn if I don't start. So I just made some simple items. I think one of my first items was a um it was a Millbank bag in the parachute nylon.
Right.
Yeah, I made some mistakes. I'm learning as I go, trying to get better and better with every piece I make. So
Right. I mean, that's good. I just kind of showing off a few of the other items here. That's a nice tool roll there, I think. From what
well,
is that
yeah,
what that is?
yeah.
And
I
then,
got a wood carving set and wanted a tool roll for it, and I just kind of threw that together.
well, I mean, that's I mean, a good design.
Well, thank
I
you.
guess that would be a cook pot bag,
Right, yeah. And
and then
there
of
again
course,
on something like the cook pot bags, I can make those about any size you want. I don't know if I sent you any pictures, and I don't think I have any pictures handy, but I did finish up one, a custom one for a guy that it's it was I think 9-inch diameter bottom, and
hmm
by the time it was all said and done with everything that he wanted in there, I think it was close to 15 inches tall with the drawstring. So pretty good size. I was kind of joking with some people that said I'm going to call this "but the kitchen sink bag" because you've got everything in there but the kitchen sink. So
yeah, there you go.
um, yeah,
That's
it's as long as I have dimensions,
right.
I can pretty much work around and tell me what you want and I'll try to get it done.
And that's what makes it good. I mean, that you can, that you're not just making, a specific size of, whatever it might be. You can adapt and, overcome and just, whatever one might think. I mean, if they want something more custom than what you usually, make a skillet bag, then you can just adapt and go on. That's great.
Right. Just for instance, like on the knife pouches, one of my
Hmm.
customers really prefers molly webbing instead of like a traditional belt loop or an Alice clip style.
Right.
Um, One of the first items I did for him was a compass pouch, and he wanted molly webbing on it. And he asked me if I could do it. I said, "Hey, I'll give it a shot." And
Right.
I just got into one of my bins, pulled out a military ammo pouch that had molly on it, and I looked at it, said, all right, did some measurements, looked at it. Okay, I can
Hmm.
replicate this,
Right.
and just
And I mean,
do it.
with the molly webbing, it I didn't mean to cut you off there. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I just, like I said, it's just one of those things.
Okay.
Once I get the measurements, figure out the spacing.
But I mean, with the molly webbing, I mean that gives you the opportunity to attach that to a pack with molly webbing. So I can see why maybe he would prefer that over just the traditional belt loop. If he didn't want to wear it on his belt, he could, just kind of snap it on the pack.
All right, yeah.
Oh, we got some chatter going on here in the chat. Someone's talking about a bushcraft meetup, which would be cool. Oh, Wolf's Den Outdoors, I think, is thinking about having one in 2027.
Well, that sounds good.
Oh, okay. I see what kind of started. Looks like. Oh, look here. Tony Ritchie's talking about have a skillet bag. I think it fits 2 corporal corner skillets. That's awesome. But yeah, Step with
Yeah,
Survival was talking about having a bushcraft meetup, which would be cool.
yeah. The bag that
Which
Tony
you
Ritchie
all,
was talking about, um, is I was making the flap. I was going to make the flap double thickness, and as I was
okay.
folding the fabric, trying to figure out measurements and everything, I got to looking at it. I thought, well, I don't need to sew this flap closed. I can always leave that other pocket open. So if you want to slip in, a cutting board or another skillet or
Right.
whatever, grill rack, you've got that option. And it,
Right.
there again, it wasn't any more difficult to do that than it would have been to sew it completely shut. So,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I know you and we've talked a little bit about maybe a haversack, um, which would be cool. I know you might not have tried it yet, but I still really, I mean, I don't know exactly what kind of design I would like, but I know like the most traditional ones that the flap that goes down, sometimes you might have a pocket there. And I kind of like the way Blackie Thomas did his, but I wouldn't want to copy Blackie, but he's kind of got a zipper there in that
right,
flap.
I have one of them, and that's a great design. It's a rugged haversack.
Oh, I mean, I have never seen one in person. I've seen it on his videos. I think he calls it the Blackbird, if that's correct.
I believe
Or that
so.
was his
Yeah.
first, or that was his first one. He might have even come out with a different version since then. I always did like watching Blackie Thomas. He has some pretty good videos, and he
Oh,
loves
he's a good
military
guy. I
surplus.
ran
So,
into him in Ohio a couple years ago.
oh, awesome.
Oh yeah,
Now
he's real
that's
friendly, real down to earth.
I know that Wendell Adams, the Prepared Wanderer, he actually purchased some product from you as well.
Right? Yeah, he reached out to me and ordered a knife pouch for his Ranger grip, and he ordered the 10-ounce wax canvas and
Mm,
just the standard belt loop, which for the belt loops, I'm trying to use mil spec webbing, like a cargo strap sort of webbing, and
right.
that way it's going to hold up, and I'll sew it on with good polyester thread that's rated for outdoor upholstery type use. So I'm not going to use any cotton thread where if you accidentally leave the thing out, it's going to rot away. It's
Right.
I try to make products so that if they're going to be outdoors and out in the elements, then they're going to hold up. So um,
Exactly. Yeah. You got a question here. We'll go ahead and see what you might have to say about this. Let me find it again. Oh, let's see. Where did I? Oh, yeah. Wolf's Den Outdoors was asking, do you happen to make bedrolls?
I haven't done anything that big yet, but feel free to get a hold of me, and we can discuss it.
All right.
Basically, the only thing like I said, basically the only thing I need is what material you want it out of, and sizing.
Yeah. I mean, the bedroll, he said, or he was telling Stetler Survival that personally don't like sleeping bags. And since I've used just plain old blankets before while camping and liked it, I figured a bedroll would be perfect. Right. And I've even seen like some of the bedrolls not just be like a blanket, but just like almost like a sleeping bag that you slip into, but maybe not as thick and heavy as a sleeping bag.
Right. Yeah, I've seen
And
some that are.
go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say I've seen some where they're basically it's a wax canvas on the bottom and a thin wool
Right.
on top. In fact, I have
Right.
one. Not that I've made. I mean, I purchased this a couple years ago, but yeah, I've seen styles like that.
Mm-hmm. DWG 426, they're asking if you can sew leather.
At this time, no, the machine I have isn't set up to handle. I mean, I might be able to handle thin leather, but at this moment, I don't. Probably sometime in the future, I will.
Tan Dog 2018 is asking if says, does Gummy have an email or a website that where they can get a hold of you? Which I know you have social media.
Right. I don't have a website yet. You can reach me at Richard Gamir 18 at gmail.com. You can also get me on my messenger on my RG Fabrik page on Facebook, and I'm also
Right.
on Instagram under RG Fabrik, all one word, lowercase.
Right. Well, that was going to be a question I was going to ask later on, but somebody already beat me to it. So, as I know you had some social media you might want to plug. That way, folks can. I mean, because you probably even give updates on your RG Fabrik page of any new products that you might introduce or things like that. So it'll be good for folks to follow you over there. That way, they'll be able to see all that. There's my buddy
Right.
Kincaid Outdoors. Kincaid Outdoors from out Iowa way. You got a good crowd here tonight. Got 13 in the house. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys.
All right.
And if you're in the, if you're here watching and you're not chimed in the chat, we ask you to sound off. We encourage you to. But yeah, Mr. Colin Kincaid there, Kincaid Outdoors. He posted a little video earlier today. Someone he found some area where maybe someone had been camping, no telling how long ago. There was just remnants of an old tent there that they left, these folks. To me, they're not true outdoorsmen if you
Right.
leave stuff like that.
Right. I mean, it's one thing if you get chased away by a bear, but just to go away and leave it.
Right. Well, that's true. I never thought of that. You never know what might have happened, but more than likely, I would say it was just somebody just being neglected.
Right.
There's Honey and Stuff with J and J. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming in. See, that's my deal. Is a lot of times, even though because I create content, and I mean, you know, I put Facebook posts out every day and things like that, and it's hard for me sometimes to catch up on some of these channels. But I always, like I said, I told this before, but on Sundays I always pick out a channel that I haven't seen a lot of their stuff lately, and I'll try to catch up.
All right. Yeah, I try to keep up myself too, as far as what I've got fabric wise,
Right.
product wise, things like that. But
Good afternoon.
sometimes life just just catches up with you, and you don't have a chance to. I mean, I try my best, but hey, I'm human at the end of the day. So
That's right. That's what I say. I mean, I always try. We scheduled this interview, what, 2 weeks in advance, but you never know what might could have came up to where I say, hey, I might have to postpone it, or you might have to postpone it. Luckily, we didn't, but I'm just saying.
right, right. Well, yeah, the last one, the original date was the date I was going to be out in down to
Hmm.
Hoosier National to camp out.
Right.
Well, we probably could have done that, but I wasn't sure what reception was going to be like down there, so that's why I did it here,
Right.
where I'd have a chance to be close to a router and everything like that.
Oh yeah, it's good. I mean, it would have been cool to have been able to do it right there at your campsite, but either way, and that's what I plan on. It's wintertime now, but I'm going to try to do one of these maybe come spring, live stream right from well, it'll be on my property, but I mean, I'm surrounded by the East Kentucky woodlands. So,
Oh, you have to
so I mean,
pipe the signal out of your holler.
that's right.
Heath, could I step away for just a second? I need to get something over in the other room.
That's fine. You go right ahead. Yeah. Well, I'll sit here and
Okay.
entertain the folks.
All right.
No
You need me to
problem.
go ahead and turn my camera off for a second, or
I, you don't have to, no.
okay? All right. I'll be right back.
All right. No problem.
Okay.
All right. Well, he, we went ahead and turned the camera off for him. He'll be back. He's going to go grab something he's wanting to show off, I bet. So, how's everybody doing tonight? How have you enjoyed the show so far? Hopefully, it's good. We tried our best to, entertain you as best as we can and come your way with this podcast every couple weeks. Um, to go ahead and update you all, we have a video coming out this week. A few weeks ago, we posted a little short showing off our Est-Wing camp hatchet. So we're going to have that in action. We're going to try to do some filming for that video tomorrow and maybe have a video posted later this week. So be on the lookout for that. All right, Gummy's back with us. We'll bring you back up here.
All right. Sorry about that. Getting forgetful my old age.
Oh, no, you're fine. I mean, it's no big deal. No worries.
Okay.
No apologies necessary.
All righty.
Let's see if anybody's joined us. I don't think anybody new has joined us. I always like to try to welcome everybody. Sometimes I'll miss somebody here and there. I mean, my whole outlook on welcoming everybody that I can is because I'm appreciative of them guys coming in here to watch, on a Saturday night even. I know it's close to winter time and everything, so maybe you're not doing a whole lot this time of year, but there's plenty of other things out there one could watch besides me.
I definitely
And half
understand
these
that.
guys got channels of their own. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Is there anything we haven't covered, or is there something you wanted to present?
Well, part of the reason that I did step away was I do have a board that one of my customers down in Texas, his wife does cutting boards, and she made me the board so that it has my QR codes here, and in case anybody wants to buy anything, I could show it here on screen, see how well it shows up.
Okay.
So I don't know how well that's showing up.
Oh yeah, it's got your logo there.
Hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
So
I
okay,
can go ahead
yes,
and get a good picture of this and post it up for you later, so it's out there for everybody.
okay.
And oh well, I would like to make a couple other announcements too, if that's all right with you, Heath.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Go right ahead.
Okay. If you look on my RG Fabrik page, I have a couple posts up showing the different colors of fabric that I use, different camouflage colors. Just
Right.
recently did get some different colors of Cordura in small quantities, but I do have some available. I have this. Don't know how well this is going to show up. It's either like a sage green or a khaki,
Mm-hmm.
and then I also
Okay.
got this gray. I probably got about half a yard of this gray color too, Cordura. So that's another option, and I will be posting pictures of these on my page too, just so there's a better picture and you can see. So if you like a different color, then there's that.
Right.
I do have a couple other products that I'm wanting to make like a little test run of, just to see what interest I can generate.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
also,
sounds great.
I think, oh, thanks. I think I did already mention this on my page, where if there's a camo pattern or a color or even another fabric that I don't currently have, just let me know. There will be a little bit of an upcharge because I don't have it in stock, but just let me know, and I'll definitely work with you to get you the pattern and color that you really want. If you don't see one that I already have.
And I was trying to maybe try to bring up your page here again if we can. Let's see. All right. There we go. Well, might not be on the right. Let's see if we can. There we go. Is this the post you're talking about with the pink and the orange? Or
I believe so. Yeah, the both of those should have something similar on that, as far as colors and different
mm-hmm.
fabrics and things like that. So
Yeah, just trying to. Yeah, that's.
just so everybody's aware, the pink and the orange, I do offer an option on the sit pads where I make it so that one end is you can open it up. I'll have it with either snaps or Velcro, and those are actually like a signal panel or a waypoint marker where if you say you want one of those, you can take that out and hang it up on a tree or at your campsite or wherever. And there again, your choice. If you want one for that style of sit pad, then either orange or pink or whatever. So
Right. That's. Yeah, I mean, that's good colors to have, especially for waypoint marker or just to, signal.
right,
I was just trying to bring up all these pictures here of this stuff. Yeah, there's where someone's got their, the knife pouch on the bag there. See what I'm talking about?
right. That's my buddy Scott from Texas, and he wanted a
Yeah.
combination of the dangler belt knife pouch and the molly strap on it, which
Right.
um, there again, it wasn't that difficult to come up with. It was just a matter of
Mm-hmm.
how do you want the belt loop, and how do you want the molly arranged? It's with the belt pouch, I've got a limited amount of space so I can go vertically, so it's kind of like, how do you want it,
Right.
and I'll make it happen. It's just trying to get everything in the
Right.
right spot so it all fits.
Well, I mean, like multi-tools, things like that. I mean, you could probably make a, one to accommodate any type of Leatherman or any multi-tool for that matter.
Right. Well, as a matter of fact, I did a little test because one of my customers asked me if multi tool would fit the Ranger grip pouch I made for him. So I tried my large Gerber, and it fit just fine in the same pouch. So that was
Okay.
kind of a welcome surprise that I didn't have to bother with any measurements. It's like, wow, all right, multi-use.
That's great. That is. I mean, that's, I got all kinds of knives that I probably don't have a pouch for. So yeah, I'll not probably be hitting you up on maybe some knife pouches too.
Well, I can certainly do that.
Oh, I know. I know. I mean, it's I think it's great. I mean, what you're doing. I mean, there are a few people out there that make different things, that you're doing. But I mean, with you doing it, I mean, these guys might end up, they might have a whole crew of folks to help them. I don't know, but with you doing it by yourself, I think it's great.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I do know Jay Berry from Tough Possum. He's a really good guy. I've talked with him several times. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I know he's got that big laser cutter, which, man, that's a nice piece of equipment.
Right.
Of course,
I,
me, like you said,
maybe.
I'm just a one man operation. So yeah, I'm design, cut, sew, ship.
There you go. And it's kind of like anybody that has it maybe started out as a hobby, but now it's a business.
Right, right. Well, yeah. In fact, that is kind of uh well, like I said, a few personal items, and then one of my buddies from Hoosier Bushcraft, he wanted a couple items, and
Hmm.
he's ordered several, and then uh, more people started to see him, and then different people from just outside of uh, outside of Indiana. I mean, shoot, I've got
Hmm.
customers in, well, let's see, Texas, North Carolina. I sent something to a guy from Illinois, Wendell Adams in Ohio. So
Hmm.
it's kind of expanded. So it's kind of surprising to me, but kind of enjoyable too at the same time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's just take it as that. Enjoyable to you. I mean, I understand what you're saying about surprising. I never thought I'd have you know all these folks wanting to watch what I'm putting out there. But there's a lot of folks. It surprised me when I first started doing it, but it was something I always kind of wanted to do. I told you before, I kind of always wanted to be in broadcasting. I kind of studied communications some, and even worked at some local radio stations as I was when I was a teenager, and even into my 20s. But this being since I love the outdoors, I picked that as a niche or a genre to use as the platform to be able to do something like this, to make other videos. Um, you know, we do a lot of gear reviews on the channel, but pretty soon we're going to try to actually do some more adventure type stuff. Maybe show off some
Yeah.
stuff here on the property that a lot of people haven't seen before. Um, we got an old haunted cemetery graveyard that's up on the ridge that we might go visit one day this winter.
Oh, there you go. That sounds like fun.
But I mean, yeah, there's some old graves up there. Some of them, the markers don't even have any writing on them. They're just maybe had some type of date carved into a rock.
Oh, wow. Been there for a while then.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we haven't covered everything. I'm just trying to think of something else maybe we can talk about. I know, I mean, I
Mm,
guess I will always just, I mean, you're probably like myself as far as your passion for the outdoors, your passion for camping or hunting or whatever it is, you like to do in the outdoors. I know you like to camp. Um, it all probably stems from your childhood. That's how it was for me mostly. Um, then I was kind of got in the Boy Scouts, and then later on, the military. I know you were in the Army as well,
right.
so that probably had something to do with it too.
Well, I enjoy the woods a lot more now since there's no guard duty, no KP, no camo nets. So,
Right. Well, true. And then
but
I'm not one of those. There are some of these Minutemen channels out there that get all gussied up in their boonie hats and camo and they got their ARs, but I mean, and I there's some channels like that I really like to watch. Stoker Matic, he's a pretty
oh
good
yeah,
channel, and
oh yeah,
um, Corporal's Corner. I'm liking some of the stuff he's doing here lately. I kind of like that new pack that he's got showing off. I guess kind of
yeah.
made for him. I can't remember who made that, or maybe that was from Campcraft, maybe
I
Campcraft
believe it's
Outdoors.
Campcraft that's doing that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That is a nice looking pack.
yeah.
That's one of
Another,
my long term goals is to make myself a roll top wax canvas backpack. But I want to get a few more projects under my belt before I attempt something like that.
right, right. Uh, Once I can figure out maybe you know if I want just a traditional design in a haversack or what, maybe that would be your next bigger type thing to try before you go on
Right.
to a nice pack. Um, yeah, I mean and continuing on about Corporal's Corner, just to talk. I mean, he's been doing like some squirrel hunting videos, things like that. So it's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
I've
he's
I've
been
been
teaching
watching that series
classes here.
myself too. So I'm sorry.
I, oh, I was just from what I understand, he has. I know he's teamed up with Buckeye Bushcraft. I guess you're probably familiar with them, and then some guys from here in Kentucky. And I think he's been giving some classes here in the state in some area, maybe around Ashland, Kentucky, which is around the southern Ohio border there on the Ohio River.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Of course, I think he lives pretty close, still close to around probably in the area of where Dave Canterbury's school is. I know, he's no longer affiliated with Dave, as an instructor, but he's uh he's probably still in that area because I know he bought some property in and around southern Ohio.
Right. Yeah. That's my understanding too.
Yeah, we got some folks talking about their military service. That's great. Hand Dog says if camping, you're on KP unless you don't want to eat.
Well, that's true. I don't mind KP if it's self inflicted.
There you go. But you don't want to wash everybody's pots and pans.
Well, no. Now, one advantage I do have if I do go out with one of the Tonys from Hoosier Bushcraft is he's self proclaimed designated camp cook, so he will cook up a mean skillet.
Oh, awesome. Oh, I see. Kincaid was asking how many veterans are in here besides yourself. Well, myself and Richard, you, Tony, I don't know who all. Tan Dog, Navy veteran, loud and proud. Kincaid was in Army and Air Force. Wolves Den's thanking everybody for their service. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
DWG, Air Force, retired. Awesome. Air Force, Kincaid's wife was in the Air Force as well. Got out at 16 years. Yeah, I mean, I just enjoy doing this. I enjoyed so far. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I knew that you know even from talking to you a couple times just over chat, and then a couple times on this platform before we actually went live. I knew that we would probably mesh well and have a great show.
All right. Well, like I said again, I do appreciate you letting me come on and talk about myself and
Absolutely.
my products. And yeah, it's a great place to hang out. I'm glad that I well, quote unquote met you, but no, I haven't met you in
Right.
person yet. But
Right.
yeah, great
Well,
interaction.
this is the next best thing, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Outdoor Ordinance said they're going to hit you up and maybe order a couple of products. Craftsmanship, working on it from start to finish, definitely going to be ordering a couple.
All right. Well, I do appreciate that. Thank you. Um, Heath, just to let you know, afterwards, after the podcast, I can go ahead and post that information up on your page if you don't mind. My contact info just so it's out there fresh again.
Right. Yeah, on the group page on Facebook. Is that
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking
Go to the
about?
survival page there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Um, I'm not young enough to be able to figure out how to run multiple devices at the same time and put that up. So,
Oh, that's fine. You're fine. You take your time. You can do it right after. That's fine.
all righty.
Thank you very much, Tan Dog. It's amazing and fun here. Like I said, we're just trying to be down home folks. I mean, we're nothing special, but we like to come your way and entertain you the best way we know how. Oh, Kincaid's dad and let's see here. What did he say? Oh, his wife's dad and his dad were in the Marine Corps.
Good deal.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. It looks like we kind of run through everything. Well, let's see. I kind of told the folks when you had to take your little break there that I don't know if you heard me or not, but I'm going to try to get out tomorrow and do a little filming, do a little test and review of the West Wing camp hatchet we kind of showed off in a little short video a week or so ago, and
Right. Yeah. I
put that
remember
to the
that.
test and yeah, and try to get that video out later on this week.
Well, I'll definitely look for it and watch it.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
Oh, hey, you're welcome. Have to support each other.
That's right. That's right. That's good. Well, I tell you what, I don't know if there's anything else we can discuss or what, but I mean, we've gone along a pretty good while here. Uh, we do thank everybody for coming in. Anything else you want to add or say before maybe we end the show?
I think we
Anybody
about
got any
covered it.
questions?
Like I said, I do have a couple items that I was going to put out and just
Right.
just kind of float it just to see if there's any interest in it. Um, if anybody does have an idea for anything that I don't offer at this time, but they are interested, contact me and we'll talk it over, and I'll let you know. Yeah, I can make it, or no, I can't make it at this time. My skill level's not where I'd be comfortable with. But like I said, contact me
Right.
and we'll figure it out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Richard Gummy, I appreciate you being here. And before I close the show, I'll just bid you adieu, and we'll do this again.
All right, well, sounds good. And like I said again, thank you for having me on. And I do want to
Absolutely.
make a quick shout out to Pat in Kentucky. I'm afraid I left him out earlier when I was talking about customers. So Pat, if you're watching, I didn't forget you. Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm sure he's watching. If he don't watch, he'll probably watch the replay, and he'll be able to see it then.
All righty. Well, I didn't want to leave anybody out.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes, like I said, I always try to say hello to everybody in the chat, but sometimes I might miss somebody. I sure don't mean to.
Yeah, it's understandable. Just
Well,
thanks for everybody for watching. Thanks for your interest.
yeah, that's good. We got had a lot of folks interested. Seems like I'm sure you'll get some messages here maybe in the next day or two, maybe even after the stream ends, saying, "Hey, make me this, make me that. I'm gonna send money your way."
Well, sounds good. I'll do my best.
Oh, I know. But yeah, in the meantime, I also try to think of some stuff. I think I do want to get one of them camo knife pouches of some sort. Um, I'll figure out what it is I'll need it for, and I'll give you some measurements and things.
Okay, sure. Sure. Just to let you know, I've got 4 more knife pouches to finish up,
Mm-hmm.
a couple axe sheaths I need to make, and another sit pad. So right now my orders are about 2 weeks out if I get anything new. Just so
Right.
everybody knows, like I said, I'm a one man band, so
Right. Yeah, I'm sure everybody understands that. But the thing is if you'll know that there's great craftsmanship in that piece that you ordered. You know that it's going to be tough as nails, and because he spent so much time getting it done. There you go.
well, and like I told you before, I'm going to borrow your tagline, so I'll make sure I give you credit for that.
Oh, you go right ahead. You borrow it.
All right.
I mean, it's yours.
Well, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. Well, folks, it's been a good one. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. We're probably going to end it tonight. We've gone a pretty good while here, and it's been great. And guys, the next episode, I think we're going to have Mr. Nick Keene, who has Nick's Quick Reviews. He is going to be a guest, and we're going to talk about his YouTube channel and different things he might have going on when it comes to the outdoor community. But Richard, we do appreciate you once again, and we'll, like I said, we'll revisit this and have you on the show again, maybe in 6 months or so or whatever, anytime really. But I'm sure in 6 months' time you'll grow on to even better things as far as what you're making and putting out there for folks.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate it, and I'll be looking forward to it.
All right. Well, guys, remember, you got to keep that mountain grit to stay mountain strong. We'll see you on the next one, folks.